And also, I got a shout out to the coaching staff too, man. Bruce Arians, obviously the former Steeler, man. Wins his ring as a head coach. Big time move, man. Oldest dude. And he said he's not retiring. He said don't think that. And he does feel like
he might as well just rat it out with Brady, I think.
I think so as well. He said there's a good chance they'll bring a lot of the guys back too. But I want to shout him out, man, because he has a historic staff, man, in terms of the way they built it. So typically, in the NFL most of the time, like 100% women only. 100% men only on the coaching staff. And usually a large amount of them aren't minorities, right? We always talk about the Rooney Rule because of the lack of minority hirings and the lack of diversity on coaching staffs. But with Bruce Arians, man, not only does he have, minorities at 3 of the coordinator positions, which is, like I said, an NFL level unheard of. Todd Bowles, defensive coordinator. Byron Leftwich, obviously a former Steeler, former Jag, is the offensive coordinator. And then Keith Armstrong is the special teams coach. But then he has a guy named Harold Godwin, who is the assistant head coach as well, run game coordinator. And then from there, he has 2 full-time women assistant coaches, man. Lori Locust, assistant D-line coach. And then Meryl, make sure I don't butcher her name, Java Defar. And she's the assistant strength and conditioning coach. And I'm just like, dude, these are all like impactful spots, very significant in terms of their roles. And typically, like I said, man, a lot of people, you shy away from women in this profession, or they shy away from the unproven minorities in this situation. Because like I said, with Leftwich, this was his first coordinator spot, right? He did pass game coordinating in Arizona after they fired the OC during the middle of the season. But this was his first real opportunity. So to see, Bruce Arians to take that chance, especially in the climate how it is today, like that was dope. And then for them to actually have the success too, because it's one thing to do it, but if you fail, then obviously they go back to the status quo, go back to, it's got to be from this coaching tree. It has to be this box, that box, this red tape. But to see this, it kind of defied all of that. It said, man, you don't have to, look a certain way or come from a certain place. If you know ball, you can do it. If you know ball, you can coach it, you can relate it. Man, there's a spot for you. And I thought, man, it was just dope to see that Bruce Arians to be the guy, to really put that on full display, man.
The connection he has with Pittsburgh and everything. You're right. Yeah, that's awesome. And like I mentioned earlier, I think the Bucs coaching staff are just coaching in general definitely was way head and above the Chiefs yesterday too. I think the Bucs definitely outcoached the Chiefs. So yeah, I guess it could play into everything that you say in there. It's awesome. And then
former Steelers, on the staff, you know how that go, baby.
It's awesome from all that, and then just to have the performance back it up too. It's a good thing.
Yeah, and and how awesome, for those guys that the first time in NFL history where the team that's playing in it is actually hosting it as well, man, the home team. So, to think about all of those variables that play into this, man, it was just significant on multiple levels from a historic standpoint. And then to add to the history that was made last night, we also had our first woman to officiate a Super Bowl, and Sarah Thomas, man. I thought that was huge as well. Because, like I tell you, I'm a dude with daughters. So anytime you're able to show examples of women breaking down barriers, you're able to show examples of defying what is deemed as a ceiling, because of gender or because of race or whatever it may be. It's always good to be able to have examples like, no, look, man, this one right here, man, she went out here and coached, she did her thing in the Super Bowl, man, as a referee. Like this was an awesome thing to see, man.
There's got to be a reason for it. She must be pretty good. So.
Absolutely, man. And that's the thing too. You can't, they don't just hand those opportunities out. It's based on, your qualifications. So every game throughout the regular season, this is how they do playoff games and the Super Bowl, obviously. Every game, every regular season game, right? Every call that is made and not made at times, right? If a call is missed, the referees get graded. It's a plus or a minus, right? And they give you scores each game. So then at the end of the year, whoever is the highest graded, they go into the pool for the playoffs, right? And then from there, it still goes on the same way up until you get to the Super Bowl. And it's like, okay, well, these were the highest graded officials throughout the year. These are the best of the best. All right, these are the ones that get to officiate the Super Bowl. So you can make sure that you get the best officiating crew, right? Or you get the all-star crew of officials and stuff like that.
Sure.
So knowing that and seeing her in there, it's like, man, so it definitely shows that she is more than capable of that as well. So, yeah, man, it was good to see, man. Really good to see.
Good thing.